The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance.
Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Grab behind the line. It's Breeze. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Clemson is quick to the line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. And this is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Release to the back. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete on the right side. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Nelson. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Now improvising. Looking down the middle. All by himself. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Moving out to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On target. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sooners want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Porter. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Nelson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air, it's Nelson. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line.
4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This time on target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Buying some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Unloads quickly. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in and make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
Touchdown, Clemson. Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes he'll even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the white.
Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses to 40. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, probably, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Plucks it out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He might want another play. A design run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Taking it the other way. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Under fire. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Gets it out fast. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Porter. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody up.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Kramer. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete on the right side. And they swarm him under.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Going for 6. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Oh, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Clemson! How about this defense taking one back to the house? You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there. Try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they...